Hey, friend. Today we're going to talk about the book of Luke 15:11-32. It talks about the prodigal son. There was a man who had two sons, and one day one of his younger son decided to come and tell him, you know what, Dad? I want the share of your wealth that you have promised to me so that I may go and do my own things. The dad did not anticipate or did not say no. He just did what the son said. He took the share. He gave him his share. And after some few days, the young guy just decided to roll out and go away so that he may live alone and do according to what he wants to do. He went, he took his wealth with him. He misused the wealth. Eventually, the wealth ended. And he had nowhere to sleep, he had nowhere to go, he had no even food. So the guy decided, you know what, there's a job I can do. Then the job that he could do, it was a job of a pig, to feed the pigs, and even he didn't have a place to sleep, so he had to sleep with the pigs. After a while, the girls came to his senses and said, you know what, why should I suffer here? And at my place, my dad has a lot of animals, land, food, somewhere to sleep, and servants. Let me go back to my dad and become just a servant to him so that I may have something to eat and a place to sleep. When he was on the way going, he saw his father at far, and the father saw him. When the father saw it was his son, the father started running towards the son. And the son saw his father running. The son decided to run too to this father. The father ran and hugged the son, embraced him, kissed him, and welcomed him back with feasts. A lot of animals were slaughtered that day so that they may celebrate the coming of his son. And the father did not think on what the son did or what the son had took his wealth and go and squander it, but the father saw that my son who had gone is back. And that's how our God is, our Lord Jesus is. Our Lord Jesus doesn't judge you on what you're doing right now, but our Lord Jesus is waiting for you the moment that you'll come to your senses and decide that, you know what, I'm going back to talk to my Father. I'm going back. I'm surrendering it all. I cannot do anything without my Father. I cannot do anything without God. So I'm going back to a place where I know I can receive. I know you are watching me right now and you're passing through anxieties, you're passing through depression because you want to prove yourself to people. But this afternoon, God is telling you, you have nothing to prove. You just have to come back to your senses and know there's a God who loves you, a God who chose you first, a God who loved you first, and you didn't have to do anything for him to love you. He loves you as you are, as his son, as his daughter. So don't grow weary. Don't get tired. Don't lose hope. Rise up, stand up, and remember there's a God who wants you and is ready to receive you with arms wide, arms open, not thinking on what you did, but always wanting to reconcile with you and have a moment with you, have a conversation with you, and teach you about his presence and his kingdom. So, my dear friend, don't sit there, stand up. God is waiting for you to make that move and understand that he loves you so much. So don't worry. That friend is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and he loves you so much. So don't grow weary. Don't grow tired. Stand up. Come to him and call on him. God bless you and be with you. Change your perspective and focus.